Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. Just a quick update today. I don't have like a big review or another top 10 unfortunately today. We'll continue that tomorrow. But I did want to get on here today to let you know a couple of updates and just some things you might need to know. The first one's about the eBay page. So about a couple times a year, I'll really update our eBay page, which I take individual sleeves of golf balls from mainly the ones I've tested, but because you get a pack of 4 sleeves. One I test, the other 3 I usually put on eBay because it helps the channel out, helps recoup some of that money that was spent on the golf balls, but also it allows you all to have an opportunity to test golf balls and not have to commit to a full dozen. So there's all kinds of goodies on there as well. I just got done putting over 50, I think, different models of individual sleeves. So check it out. If you've been wanting to try some golf balls, you're a golf ball addict, go to the description. There's a Linktree page. And then if you click the Linktree page, it'll have my eBay on there and you can go to it from there. But there's also another really cool update that is on there as well. I have a couple of clubs. The first one is the 3-wood I got from Next Round. It's the AI Smoke, the Paradigm AI Smoke. Great 3-wood, just not for me. Shaft isn't really fitted for me, and so it's a great club. Get on there if you need a 3-wood. I've got it for sale or whatever. And then I've also got my old 3-wood that I've been using for years, old trusty. I had it on there, and there's a lot of other stuff too. But the big one is I am selling my MacGregor MACSPD irons. A lot of you have asked me about this over the last few months because I've been using them for almost 6 months now. And the main question I get is, do you still like them? How are they going? Well, it's kind of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. So do I like them? Yes. Do I think they're awesome? Yes. Do I think there's a reason they got number 1 and number 2 in My Golf Spy's accuracy and forgiveness? Yes. But for some reason, I have never been able just to find any consistency with them. I don't know why. I went out to the backyard, I hit some shots, I went to the course, I've used them probably 10 rounds, and it's just really sporadic. I mean, I'm not a guy that's a dart thrower, but missing the green, 16 out of 18 times in a round is just not what I'm accustomed to. And so I finally called up a buddy who I had worked with at a golf course previously, and he had been in club fitting a little bit, and I just kind of was bending his ear, seeing what he had to say. And he was pretty blunt. He said, listen, you are a better ball striker than you think you are. He goes, I know you want forgiveness. And he goes, I know you think you're not that great. He goes, but you're hitting 500 to 1,000 shots a week testing golf balls. He's like, when was the last time you shanked one? When was the last time you topped one? And I'm like, it's rare. I said, it's really, really rare. Like 1 out of every 10,000 shots. He goes, that's a good ball striker. He goes, you may not think it, but it is. And he goes, you're trying to use these really game improvement, high handicap, just learning the game irons. And he goes, I'm not saying you need to get a blade where you can bend it all over. He goes, but maybe something in between. And he goes, plus the shaft isn't for you. And he went on and on. He was not real nice about it. But you know what? I needed to hear that. I'm glad he did. So over the last couple weeks, I've kind of been just trying to decide what to do. I was scrolling through Next Round. As you guys know, I love Next Round. And for sale, they had just gotten in stock this iron set that was kind of a blend, right? It's a forgiving model. It is kind of bladey, but it's one of the most forgiving blades you can get. Very hard to get, not mainstream. You guys know I'm all about that. I like to kind of be the guy in the group that's like, what's he got? That's me. Really good price, and basically allowed me to be able just to kind of switch without having to pay anything. And the other big kicker of it was, I had tested these irons at the PGA show earlier this year, and they were my favorite iron I tested. Also favorite driver I tested. And if you're a longtime subscriber and you're a deep dive golf ball addict, you probably know what I'm talking about. But if not, that is the Bridgestone CB222 plus, oh my goodness, 222 CB Plus irons. So this is the most forgiving of their series this year. They just came back to North America this year. You can only get them through a fitting. So when I saw them on there, it's like an extremely rare thing, but I knew I liked them. I knew I had hit them well because I'd hit them a lot when I went to PGA show. And so I just pulled the trigger. And so far I've only been practicing a day with them, but just light years better. Penetrating ball flight. I'm getting my little drawback finally. I'd been hitting kind of a fade cut for a while. Now I'm getting my drawback. Again, fitting's important. I didn't know, this was just such a good deal. I felt it, that it was right, prayed about it, all that good stuff, and I'm excited. So I am selling the MacGregor irons. And look, I'm not going to tell you that they're terrible. They're not. They're a great iron. They really are. If you're a beginner golfer, if you're looking for a really good beginner set, these are still immaculate over here. They really are. Just not for me, unfortunately. I according to my buddy, I'm slightly better than I think I am, I guess. I don't know. I still don't think I'm that great, but I guess we are all kind of hard on ourselves when it comes to golf. I mean, I'm an 8 handicap, and I think that's bad, but I know a lot of you are like, I'd kill to be an 8. It's very relative. I get that. So those are the big announcements. I'm thinking about doing a charity thing next week as well, where I do a live or either a live or a podcast episode where I answer your questions. All the proceeds for that will go to like a food pantry for Thanksgiving. I'm thinking about doing something like that. Love to know your thoughts there. And then the other big announcement is I'm currently working on the survey. This survey is going to be very, very important for me. And I kindly ask that you do it. It'll be probably in a week, but I'm going to basically open it up and have it open up for the rest of the year. What this is going to be is basically feedback, right? I want to know your feedback on how the videos are. What do you find boring about the videos? What do you find, you know, all this good stuff. How can I make improvements? If I do branch out, do you want it to be clubs? Do you want it to be vlogs? Do you want, because the growth right now on the channel, if I'm just being completely honest with you, isn't as good as it could be. I was expecting this year, this holiday season, to really blow the channel up. And although you all have been wonderful and the support and the comments and stuff is just outstanding, it's still not just the growth I was hoping for. That's all. I mean, and I guess the kicker of it, I'll be frank, I'll be transparent. You can make an argument that last year on the channel was just as good of a year as this year when it comes to the analytics and the metrics. That is disappointing because last year, yes, we did have those big booms, right? We had the overrated video and 200K, you know, and all that great stuff. I thought this year, oh my goodness, I'm going to double it all. Like that was my goal. I'm like, no, if we did that, I'm going to double it. The numbers are kind of close. And so there wasn't as much growth as I really had hoped there'd been. So with that being said, we need to kind of switch it up. Maybe that means still doing the great golf ball reviews we do, maybe doing a little bit more vlogs, maybe adding some more clubs into the mix, more lives, more, I mean, whatever, right? I want to know what you guys want to see. And so that's going to be really important. That's why I'm doing this. So what do they call it? Your civic duty? Do your golf ball addict civic duty here in about a week. I'll have it up there for a while. It'll be a short survey. It'll just be click, you know, and just type in a little stuff. It's easy. But I'll let you know as soon as that's there. Please don't post anything as far as your suggestions here because I won't see them or whatever. We'll have the specific survey for that. So just save them for them. But start brainstorming for sure. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry to bore you to tears. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great Sunday. Bye-bye now.